Hello there, movie maniacs, and happy Pride. I am your host.
Woo!
Yeah, woo. I am your host, John. With me is my co-host, Alex.
Hello. I will just say, excuse me. I was at some in-person meetings for my real job. Well, only job because I don't get paid to do any of the other stuff that I do. But anyway, I was at some in-person meetings and they brought up, oh, and it's Pride Month this month, and I went, woo! And everyone looked at me like I was a crazy person. So
Oh dear. Mm,
Pride is dead, I
mm.
guess.
Yeah, that rude. So I can say rude. I mean,
Very rude.
right then. So this is the Pride movies. Right, this is Midnight Movie Mania. I forgot to mention.
Hmm.
This is a cracker of a start. Oh my god. Right then, tonight we're doing a British Spanish movie called Killer Tongue from 1996, starring Melinda Clark, Robert Englund, and Doug Bradley. And I first saw this back in 99 2000, I think it was, because there was a TV program over in Britain on Channel 5 before
Mm-hmm.
Channel 5 went quote legit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it was called, I think it was called Eden, and it had a woman in a bikini top, and she would show weird and wonderful movies. And this is one she brought up, so I hunted for it, found it on VHS, and watched it, and my jaw hit the floor. I was confused. I was like, "What the fuck is this thing?" And then I moved house and lost that tape. So I had to wait
Oh
years
no.
later. Yeah, I had to wait years later, and I found it on YouTube, and here we are today. Although I watched my
Because it requires a second viewing?
actually, this is my sixth viewing of this thing,
Outrageous.
and I watched this afternoon with my partner William, and the looks he's giving me, I couldn't move for laughing. He's going, "Why is there a tongue? Why are there poodles? Well, what's with the drag queens? What the hell? What is Robert Englund doing? What the fuck? Why is there a what?" And he was the looks I was getting off. I couldn't move.
I am thankful that I watched this by myself and didn't subject any other human beings to this. I just finished it about 10 minutes before we started recording. And I uh, William is right. The judgment I have for you. If there was ever a midnight movie like deserving of the title Midnight
Mhm.
Movie, it was this one.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
not in a good way.
This is one of the
This might be the worst movie you forced me to watch.
no, 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 no. This has to be the one of the weirdest movies we've covered or I've covered on this
Yeah,
podcast.
weirdest and worst.
I don't know, because
Ah,
I asked William, would you recommend this and would you watch this again? He says he would recommend it, but you have to be like me into these weird and wonderful B movies, and he would only watch it if he was drunk. So
yeah, maybe if I had had a few glasses of wine, it would have been better.
it's on. I should say,
But,
by the way, we have stopped drinking as of January the 1st this year. So
well, that's good for you, I suppose, in some ways, but in others, it makes things like this much more difficult.
oh yeah, yeah.
Like this movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like this movie because it's so, dare I say it, tongue in cheek.
No, you may not. You
The
may
look,
not say that.
I'm sorry, the look Alex gave me there was. Oh my god, do you think that's bad? The puns I was come out with, and William was looking at me like, "I will kill you in your sleep if you do another bad pun."
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, like I says, this thing is totally bizarre and off the wall, and it's like, what the fuck did I just watch? I mean,
Hmm.
this, as I say, this is a co-British Spanish. horror sci-fi comedy. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think it ever actually made it to the States. I know it made it all around Europe, but I don't know if it made it to the States. I know it made it to Canada, but I don't know if it made it into America. So, mm.
Well, lucky them. They have enough shit going on in their lives. They don't need to include this.
Like I said, I it's actually on YouTube and Tubi and Amazon Prime, I believe. So I watched it on Amazon Prime.
Good God.
So yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's get started with this thing. Oh, by the way, I'll do a quick plot. Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, because we don't want to miss out on that.
Right to the end of the plot. So here we go. A bank robber and her fiance slash boyfriend have stolen money from the Mexican authorities. I think it is. They two turn on their partners and dump them in the middle of the desert and drive off with their small fortune. 4 years later, the boyfriend has been sentenced to some bizarre prison with only a handful of prisoners, and it's run by a spiteful sadist played by Robert Englund. And one of
A
the
stretch for him.
yes, it's very much Freddy. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's so comedy era Freddy. It's so new. No, New Nightmare. Yeah, well, actually, New Nightmare, and it's so Freddy's Dead Freddy. So, anyway, one of the other prisoners is Doug Bradley, who is named Wig because he's bald and wearing a wig. But anyway, moving on. So it's 4 years later, and the female Candy is played by Melissa Clark, and she has been put in a nunnery for 4 years. She then leaves and ends up in a what the hell that place was? Was it a whorehouse? What the hell it was? A meteor falls from the sky and lands on her soup. She eats it with her four poodles. She becomes possessed by an alien tongue creature that gives her a full body black leather catsuit and turns the dogs into drag queens, as you do. What else can we say? One of the friends that robbed the bank has hunted her down and he's quickly killed. The other one is quickly killed because he pisses on the meteor shard that lands on the Earth that somehow gives everybody an orgasm and or heals them.
Mhm.
Right then. Anyway, the tongue becomes more and more powerful and more people let to touch the meteor shard. So the tongue then splits and starts talking to Candy, and it wants to have brains and other bits and bobs of humans. So it goes on a killing spree. So it's down to her fiance, oh, and a formerly mute nun who ends up with stigmata because reasons, but she touches the meteor shard and she becomes healed. So then she starts to talk, and I'm going cross-eyed trying to explain this thing.
Mhm.
So basically, shall we take it from there? It's a terrible plot.
Mhm.
Right then. So, where do you want to start?
Oh, oh, good God. Well, the concept
Mm.
is wild,
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
say the least. I will admit I ended up not paying full attention probably after about 30 minutes
Mm.
just
Mm-hmm.
because I was doing other things, but all I could hear was moaning
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
all through the movie. Everyone, it doesn't matter what anybody was doing, they could be in pain or they could be having a good time, but they were, oh, oh, why?
Mm.
Why? Like, it's, no.
Yeah. See,
Mm.
that was the other thing that William says. This is about 10 minutes too long because the
Uh,
joke runs thin towards the last, say, 10, 20 minutes. The joke is pretty much dead, and it's like,
mhm.
okay then. So, I mean, I don't know.
The the joke ran thin much sooner than that, in my opinion. I was expecting this to be like a, I don't know, 70-minute movie maybe.
Mm,
But when I saw that it was like an hour, basically an hour and a half,
hmm hmm
I'm like, this is wild. I still got another 45 minutes to go.
Yeah, yeah. To me, the joke ran out in the last reel. The
Mm.
last like quarter, because I was going, yeah, we get it now because Robert Englund, as I says, plays a sadistic prison guard called Chief, I believe,
Mm.
and he's basically a sadist. He likes to torture his handful of
Mhm.
prisoners. By the way, I don't get this. This is set in Mexico, right? Why the fuck do you have 8 British prisoners in Mexico?
Well, it looked like it was in New Mexico.
Oh, was it? I see. So it's in
That's what
America.
the sign said, at least. Welcome to New Mexico.
Mm.
Um, that doesn't explain why his prisoners are British. Um,
Mm.
yeah, I have no idea. Why did he have his own personal toilet that they had to shuttle around?
I have
That
no
was weird.
no idea. No idea about that one myself. Why does he have I don't know, a gun fetish and he's a lousy shot? It's like, oh my god.
I will say the only part of the movie where I actually laughed was when I think he breaks down the door to the, I don't know, bar or whatever it is that she's kind of taken over as her home.
Mm.
And he says, I hate fuchsia. Like, what the fuck? Because, of course, the poodles slash drag queens painted the entire place in bright pink and such.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, yeah,
yeah. And one of the poodles is a very young Jonathan. Is it Jonathan Rhys Myers? Is that his name? Um,
perhaps.
he's very young. He's about, I don't know. He must be in his 20s, early 20s in this movie. So, yeah.
And that would be the one that wasn't a drag queen.
No, he's a
They
yeah,
were,
yeah, yeah. He was in the postman outfit. I don't know why he wasn't in drag. Because why he must be in because I have no idea why he wasn't in
yes,
drag.
it was Jonathan Rhys Myers.
Mm. And he was very young in this movie. So, um, the one thing I found truly bizarre in this movie is all through this movie, Melissa Clark, aka or Candy, is trying to cut the alien off her tongue. I'm going, wouldn't that like kill you or at least harm you as you've cut your own tongue off? Because she tries about 7 times. She burns it with an iron. She cuts it with a knife. She slices it again with a
Hmm.
knife. I'm going, wouldn't that?
Puts in a toaster.
Oh, she puts it in a toaster. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
Why was it that the silent nun Rita was able to successfully cut the tongue off at the end?
I think because she was pure, because she was a
I see.
nun. I'm
Hmm.
guessing. That's just one guess. I have
How
no.
pure was she? We saw her
Oh well, that's true.
on that bed.
Yes, yeah, that's very true. That's a good point. Actually, she lost her virginity, therefore she wouldn't be pure. So, maybe it's because she walked the desert and ended up stigmata for reasons, and then she
Hmm.
touched the shard, the meteor shard, and it gave her abilities because didn't she heal the
Yes.
boyfriend Johnny's wounds
Yes.
with magic pink dust? I'm
Hmm.
like,
Yep.
okay then.
She had the meteor orgasm and then was able to heal people with her touch.
Hmm. So, oh, by the way, we have to discuss the two um, other bank robbers, the
Mm.
skeezy one and the fat one. What the
Mm.
hell was the skeezy one doing? Why was he dancing every time somebody said something to him? What the fuck was that all about? I
I don't
mean,
know. We,
I mean, it's
I don't
every
know.
single time. It's like, what the fuck? He's dancing to what the hell it was? Because the nuns are running a petrol station, as you do, in
Hmm.
the middle of a desert. So, okay then.
Hmm.
And he's dancing the mariachi to the Mother
Hmm.
Superior, and he's doing it all sexual, and she walks away in disgust. And then he teaches the silent nun how to do a blowjob on the petrol pump hose thingy.
Hmm.
I was like, isn't gasoline poisonous? I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
and he's licking it,
But,
and mm, so okay then. I mean, he gets stripped naked because, of course, after he sexually harasses the silent nun, the
Mhm.
other nun strip him naked and throw him in the middle of the road. I know he's to give him his car back, and he gets harassed by a postman, so he steals the postman's postal suit and
Mhm.
finds out where Candy stays. And she's staying in this weird, I don't know what the hell it was. In the trivia,
Mhm.
they call it a whorehouse because it's
Mm.
Porky. I'm guessing that's a nod to Porky's. So,
Mm.
mm. And because it has rooms with like two-way mirrors and stuff. So,
Mm. Yes.
was it a whorehouse? I mean, so,
I guess that makes sense.
mm, okay, then. Okay.
I just noticed here as well, this for any of our British listeners, Ed Tudor Pole
Oh yes,
played Flash. You
yes.
might know him from The Crystal
Crystal
Maze.
Maze. Yes, that was doing my head. I know him for some. I know, and I had to look him up. Oh my god, he replaced Richard O'Brien in
Mm.
the British Crystal Maze. So
Hmm.
I was doing my head, and I was going. I know his face was somewhere.
So
mm,
strange.
mm. Now,
Also, I was going to say the tongue when it started talking,
mm-hmm.
um, gave me it reminded me of the purse from my stepmother's an alien.
See, William thought it was Harvey Firestein or Stein, pronounce his name, and I says no, it's not. But he did a good impression of him.
Hmm.
So, mm,
Yeah, some well, apparently unknown because I click on their name and nothing
yes,
happens.
yeah, yeah. He's some British actor. Um, I will say the role of Johnny, who's the fiance slash boyfriend of
Hmm.
the bank robber, was supposed to be played by Bruce Campbell, but he says no to it and buggered off to do, I'm guessing, Xena.
Oh.
So, although I will say, the reason why Robert Englund and what's his name, Doug Bradley, did this movie because they got a free trip to Spain for a few weeks. So,
Oh,
yay! Because this
I
is
mean
shot,
that's
yeah,
fair enough.
yeah, this is shot in Spain, not New Mexico, because of course it
Hmm.
is. And it's just bizarre. It's like, what the hell? Oh yes, can we talk about the fat guy who's the other bank robber? What is him
Hmm.
and pissing all over his shot? I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? He's talking to his penis, calling it, what was it, Frankie or something like that, and he's like forcing it to pee. I'm going, mate, go to the doctors. I mean,
Yeah. I don't know.
so what shocked me and shocked William was this was a $4 million budget. And
What?
yes, I'm like, what? I mean, as I said, this was shot in Spain with British backing, so it could have been that
They
expensive.
sent this to the Toronto International Film Festival.
Yes, yes.
Ha- I would love to be a fly on the wall when this movie came on.
I would love to have seen Robert Englund's face when I read this script because it is truly bizarre. Yes, he's playing a version of Human Freddy from was it Freddy's Dead? But it's like Freddy to the power of 10.
Hmm.
Always the human Freddy. It's not the Dream Demon Freddy, the human Freddy. Because he's got like gun. He's got like the pistol that fires constantly, has no reload. His shotgun, it's a right shotgun that he doesn't reload, and yeah, he fires it at willy nilly. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, and what I don't get, the poodles, two are evil, and one is meh, and the one Jonathan Rhys Meyers plays is loyal to Candy. I was going,
Hmm.
why the other three evil? And I thought they're poodles, of course they're evil. I mean, you ever met a poodle?
They're not my favorite.
No, 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 no.
Can I
So,
just say,
hmm?
I have to. I'm just looking up some information on this movie, and it actually received an award at the I'm not actually sure how to pronounce it. Sit Siege. It's an international film festival of Catalonia. She received the Best Actress Award for her role in Killer Tongue.
Right. Apparently, she's a scream queen, is Alyssa Clark.
I
I
would give
was,
her that
I would say,
based on some of her roles.
what is she? Because I only know her from two things: Return of the Living Dead Part 3 and CSI. I have no idea what else she's in to be labelled Scream Queen.
Um, she was in the Vampire Diaries. She was a character in that.
Never watched it,
According
so.
to this, she was in The Ghost Whisperer. I never saw that.
Mm.
Um, oh, she was in Xena,
Hmm.
apparently. And she was in something else because I saw a thing, I'm sure. She has two action figures
Oh, dear God.
that have been made of her. One, oh, she was in Spawn.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she plays the Spawn killer
And
chick.
then, yeah, the other was for her character in Xena,
Hmm.
Warrior Princess.
Okay. Okay. Like I says, I only knew for two things off the top of my head. Return of Living Dead Part 3, where she plays Angela, I believe,
Mm.
who gets bitten and she turns into a zombie slowly, but she finds out pain can keep the zombie at bay, so she like sticks herself with like metal shards and glass shards, and she puts like screws through her fingers, and she puts like
Oh.
what's got a spring on her hand, up her forearm, and she's all over her face
Mm.
and all that stuff. So maybe I should cover it for this podcast. Yeah. Anyway, so
Mm.
is there anything else you want to talk about this thing?
Oh my God. It it was a train wreck from the second it began until the credits rolled.
I don't know.
I I know.
I don't know. To me, this was an experimental movie that threw everything at the wall and whatever stuck. It was just a scatter shot of a movie, and
Hmm.
there's barely any storyline to this. There's a thread, but the story
Hmm.
just spirals over the place. Like for instance, the the mute nun starts to pray to Jesus and the Virgin Mary and such. She then has a quasi orgasm as a meteor flies through the sky and lands
Uh-huh.
outside the town sort of place. Then she rips off all her clothes on the habit and such and wanders the desert and search for the meteor shard. She gets stigmata, as I says, for reasons.
Hmm.
And I'm going, what the hell? So, what was that about? I mean,
I don't even know. And then it just that felt like a dead end.
mm, mm. And then she gets psychic powers, sort of,
Hmm.
from the thing because she touches it and she gives her an orgasm and she gets this weird power to heal and she's got she can now talk, and
Hmm.
she has psychic connection with this shard, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
What I don't understand why the meteor seems to have, or meteorite, I think, seems to have a different effect on different people.
Mm.
That by eating it in your soup, it turns you into a tongue monster.
Yes.
And then the poodles ate what was left and turned into drag queens
Yes.
for reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then everyone has orgasms when they touch it,
Mm-hmm.
or they can heal people.
Mm-hmm. And if they
I
piss
guess
on
I'm
it,
just
they
not really
explode.
sure the point. It really feels like they said, here's this object.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna, like you said, we're gonna throw everything at the wall. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
see what sticks.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like this is a fever dream of a movie. This is somebody who's took like ecstasy and acid and
Yep.
had a trip and then wrote down visions of it and went, fuck it, here we go. We have a nunnery in the middle of a desert that has a gasoline station attached to it for reasons. There's a whorehouse a few miles up the road
Mm,
for reasons. There's
hmm.
I don't know, there's a prison camp in a few kilometres or miles down the road from that, and it only has 6 or 7 prisoners, and it's only got 2 prison guards again for
Hmm.
reasons. I
Hmm.
mean, and then we have a meteor that crash lands on Earth. It splinters into a shard, and a small bit of it flies off and somehow lands in a bank robber's soup. She eats it, as you said. She turns into this weird spawn-esque creature
Hmm.
with a tongue that's indestructible and super strong and intelligent. And then she has the 4 dog poodles turn into drag queens, 2 of which are killers and 2 of which are loyal or quasi loyal. One of them is. And I'm going, what is happening here?
It's kind of like if Venom were followed around by drag queens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Although I double dog dare any drag queen to dress as one of the 3 drag queen poodles because John Rhys Myers wore male clothes and
Mm.
do that reference and see if anybody gets the bloody reference of this movie.
Oh, nobody would.
I don't
I
know.
think we're the only people that have seen it.
I suppose
And
that's true.
William.
Yes, yes. I don't know. I don't know. By the way, where the hell do these drag queens get their clothes from? Because all they do is to find like a closet and there's like bits of fabric and boas and so. And next minute they're wearing like custom designed leather outfits and
Well, drag queens be handy.
yeah, that's true. And they put the mute nun in a white corset with white boots and what the
Hmm.
fuck did they? Oh my god! And of course, the 2 killer drag queen poodles changed outfits every other scene. It's
Hmm.
like, what the hell did you get the clothes from?
They be handy.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I also, so when hmm, the one of the accomplices that they discarded at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
um, finally catches up to
Candy.
Candy,
Yes.
who is at this point, she knows that there's something wrong with her, but she's not fully involved with it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you go make me some food. I'm gonna go take a bath and
Mm-hmm.
then da 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 da. So weird, there's a lot of bathing in this movie actually. There's a weird bathtub scene where she walks in with the eggs that she's been frying unsuccessfully in the pan,
Mm-hmm.
shells and all, which apparently smells great. I don't think that those
Mm-mm.
eggs would have smelled good. Also, when did she go grocery shopping?
Yeah,
That's what
that's
I want to
why
know.
I'm asking me straight off the bat. She walks into this place. Let's picture it. Put the scene together here, right? She walks into this abandoned whorehouse. There's nothing
Mm-hmm.
but trash and crap lying over the place. She goes
Mm-hmm.
to the poodles. Okay, boys, this is going to be a challenge for me, but I can do this thing.
Needs
And
a
then
woman's
it's a
touch.
woman's touch, yeah. And then she gets possessed, and the poodles become alive into humans, or become alive into humans. Anyway, turn into humans, and they're drag queens, of course. And they redecorate the place in one night. I'm like, what the fuck? So,
Mm-hmm.
and they must have went shopping for food and water because, yeah.
She
So,
got eggs.
yes,
Yeah, so the weird bath scene, and then the tongue comes out and starts filleting, I suppose you could call it,
give me a rim job.
or 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 something.
Mm.
Once again, he's enjoying himself. You've got those moaning sounds that everybody in this movie seems to be so good at.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then you have the moment where she like uh kisses him, and you see like the weird like I don't
Bad
want to call it
CGI tongue. Yeah,
CGI, some kind of effect
yeah.
where you can see it traveling through like the pipes or whatever in his body, and then the tongue like comes out the bottom of the bathtub.
Yes, yes. He's given the rim job from hell, basically. I
Uh,
mean,
yeah, I guess. Um, that was really that was an unfortunate thing to witness.
yeah, that was bizarre. Apparently, because I read some trivia about this years ago, he was actually naked on set. The several times, well, twice when he was naked, he was actually naked on set. So he was actually naked in that bathtub. So, yay.
I'm not mad about it.
I don't get why he was naked in a bath. What I do love about the tongue is once it starts to talk to her, she then becomes possessed more by the tongue,
Yes.
and she becomes a killer towards the end. So, mm,
And pregnant.
yeah, which goes nowhere. I'm like, how the.
Where did the baby come from? The tongue?
Yes, because there's a bit where she's in the kitchen and she's masturbating the tongue,
Right. Yes,
uh,
that did happen, and
and
that was very strange.
and there's a bit where she sleeps with the tongue. That's after. So she starts masturbating the tongue, and then she gets an orgasm because
And the nun is watching. The Mother Superior, the
yes,
one that they put in the pink wig, is
oh my
watching
god,
her
yeah,
jerk off with a
her own
very
tongue.
penis-like tongue,
Yes, yes, yes.
veins and all.
Yeah, I will say this looks like the exact tongue they used in New Nightmare with Freddy's tongue that wraps
Yeah,
up Heather Langenkamp and the little son. So I'm guessing had worked again.
they must have. Maybe Freddy brought his tongue guy with him.
mm, mm. Because I will say all the stunts in this pretty much and all the tongue effects are all done for real, apart from the one obviously terrible CGI scene. So everything
Yes.
is real tongue, so to speak. It's a puppet. So yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, although I will say the tongue when it finally has its voice, it looks like one of the what do you call these things? Grabozoids from Tremors.
Mm.
Have you seen Tremors? No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
one of
I
the little.
mean, the first one is fine,
Yes, yes, yes,
but
yes.
then we go crazy.
The
She was actually in the TV show Tremors
Oh
for an
my
episode
god.
as
I
well.
tried watching that once. Oh my god. So bad. It
Oh yeah, I
is.
can imagine.
Because William had watched it at the time and has got fond memories of it, but I watched it with him and I went, no. Watch the rest of yourself, then not, 'cause I'm not watching it. It's fucking terrible. So,
Mm,
Oh yes. Can we talk about Wig, which is Doug Bradley's character, and the
mm.
Chief, which is Robert Englund's character? They're in love for some reason.
Oh,
Because
okay.
out of nowhere, because they're in towards the end of the movie, they're in this abandoned church because of course there's an abandoned church. I mean,
Hmm.
and the plan is to electrify and kill the tongue and, unfortunately, Candy and the poodles. So what they do is they pour all this water from the pipes, I'm guessing is holy water, and
Mm-hmm.
then they take a meteor piece and put it in the water, and it somehow electrifies the poodles and blows them up and kills them, and then has electrified the entire floor. So Tongue has to whiplash up to a flying Jesus statue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay then. And inside the confessional booth is Chief and Wig, and the two of them confess their love for each other, which comes out of fucking nowhere, and then they're blown up because, of course. And that's one thing I didn't want to see. I didn't want to see Robert Englund in his underbee crackers or his knickers, and I never wanted to see Pinhead's O face as he has an orgasm when he touches the
Mm-hmm.
meteor shard. Okay then. So there's two things I have to wait for my memory: is Pinhead's O face and Robert Englund in his boxers.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That is fair. I don't think anyone should have to see such things.
Although,
Or a flying Jesus.
yes, a flying Jesus statue on which
Is
just
that
swings.
typical in a Catholic church?
I'm going to go with. I don't know about Spanish churches because I've never been in a Spanish church. I've been in British ones, but not Spanish ones. So
No
maybe
flying Jesuses.
no, no, no. I mean,
Hmm.
there's lots of Jesus statues and the Virgin Mary
Mm-hmm.
statues and this such, but I've never seen one that's actually suspended from the ceiling. So
As a non-religious atheist person, I was just curious because I
um,
don't know. Maybe it's a
mm,
regular
mm,
thing in
I don't know.
church. A
I don't know.
flying Jesus.
I don't know. Oh no, is it me? Was the silent nun giving life as a mystery vibes when she's praying to the and she's tearing off all her and she's having a mini orgasm when she's praying.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
kind of
getting
got a Madonna thing
yes,
to it.
I was going Madonna. So yeah, yeah. Although I will say Robert Englund is wearing a terrible toupee throughout this movie, and he's a cheek to slag off Wig because his
Mm,
wigs are awful. I'm going, mate, your toupee, the rug on your
mhm,
head is terrible. So you're a cheek to. Mm,
mhm. Also, I might have missed this part due to the fact that I wasn't 100% paying attention. Why did Robert England have circles drawn around his nipples?
um, a humiliation thing. I have no idea because
I
the
see.
the prisoners strip him almost naked
Mm.
and then do stuff to him as he's knocked. By the way, how does he lose his ear? Because Candy opens the door to the little what the hell it was, a trailer but prison cell thing, and hits him on the head. How the fuck did his ear fall off? Because she knocks him out with the door. So how the
I don't even know.
and that gives him super hearing for some reason.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Why not? I did just remember, I guess the gay quote unquote subplot of him is not necessarily too out of left field because I'm pretty sure when he goes into the bathroom, he has pictures of men taped to the ceiling.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I remember that part. And
S
that's when they drop someone on top of the
yes,
washroom.
yeah. Well, the toilet, yeah, or
Yeah,
the porta potty rather. So yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
The
yeah.
outhouse on
Mhm,
wheels.
mhm. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, like I says, he's a gay, sadistic prison warden who likes torturing his male prisoners because they're all males.
Yes.
And but what I said, what comes out of nowhere is Wig says to him, "I love you," and he goes, "Yeah," and the two of them hold, embrace, and then they explode. So,
Mm.
Karen,
Tragic gay romance story. Very typical. It's
yeah,
a very typical gay romance story. It always ends
mm,
in tragedy.
yes, a leather daddy who's into chains, and a guy who likes to, I don't know your fetish secrets. I mean,
Mm.
although technically in Nightmare 2, Freddy is into whipping and showers
Mm-hmm.
and what you got a thing, water sports. I mean, so mm,
Mm-hmm. Pride Month.
mm.
Yeah. Yellow hanky.
And people say that Pinhead is a gay icon. Eh?
Sure. Not mine.
No, no, not mine either. But yeah, people say that Pinhead is a gay icon because he's a leather daddy who's into pain and chains
I
and
prefer Uncle Steve over Pinhead, honestly.
Uncle Steve,
Was that his name?
Frank.
Frank.
Yes.
Uncle Frank.
Anyway,
With or
um,
without skin.
oh dear God, no, no, he has to be skinned. No, not skinned, but with skin. Oh my God. Let me see. Oh yes. So to wrap this up, kinda, unless you want to bring some other stuff up. So they used the meteor shard to electrocute the poodles and they all explode. I was like, why
Hmm.
does Jonathan Rhys Myers have to explode? All he did was take the letter from Candy, take it and bring it to Johnny in the prison, and drive back. So he did nothing wrong. The other two evil poodles, which may I add were poodles of colour, so
Yeah.
the coloured poodles were evil, and the two white poodles were, one was kind of so-so and one was pure. He was a good loyal dog to Candy. So I'm like, what the? So they two boom and blow up. I'm going, Kieran, and then she loses the baby after the cut
Yeah, I
because
guess.
because here we go. Candy and Johnny fight, and he throws her down a well,
Yes.
but he can't kill her with the pickaxe because reasons. So Tongue pulls her up by its two little finger digit things that's on
Hmm.
the end of the tongue, and then out of nowhere, the mute nun just slices the fucking tongue off using
Hmm.
the shovel or spade version part of the pickaxe. It
Mm.
then dies dramatically, and Candy becomes human again as the leather bodysuit dissolves into nothing.
Hmm.
She loses the baby, and she says something to the camera. She's lying in bed. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And then the movie just ends, and that's it.
Hmm.
I'm going, the fuck could you have come up with an ending for this thing? I mean,
Why did the meteorite cause everyone to blow up?
um, reasons? I have no
Okay.
idea. Because I asked that myself, and why you asked me that is why did the meteor shock the four
Right.
poodles and shock Candy before the tongue went and whiplashed onto the flying Jesus statue to get away from the. Then it jumped onto a crucifix, and she's hanging there
Mm.
like Jesus. I'm going blasphemy. So
Yeah, that was the only thing wrong with this movie is the blasphemy.
yes, yes.
That's the biggest critique.
I don't know. I mean, what I don't get is there's a when I watched this originally back in 99 2000, it showed you how the fat quasi sadistic prison guard died. Basically, he peed on the shard and
Mm.
he exploded.
Hmm.
So that was cut out of this one. So,
Mm.
mm, um, much like the other guy does, the other fat bank robber, he pisses on it too and he explodes. So, yay.
So I guess it's a water thing.
Mm. Yeah, maybe it doesn't get disrespected by getting peed on. So, mm.
Yeah, I guess.
What I don't get is Doug Bradley or Wig touches the shard,
Mm.
and the other 5 or 6 prisoners that touch it, they orgasm and explode, but he just walks away from it. How did he not explode?
Gay men are capable of multiple orgasms.
Okay then. Okay then.
For any of our listeners that didn't know that, that is a quality that we possess. And You just hate us because of that.
Maybe it was a power bottom and he just absorbed it. So,
A pobo.
yes, yes, a power bottom. So I have no idea. But anyway, let's. Is there anything else we bring up for us before we wrap it up?
Well, I think the critical response section of the Wikipedia page says it better than I could. Reviews included an aggressively over the top and incoherent spectacle that almost never makes sense. And also, sometimes you can know a stinker from its title. And indeed, something by the name of Killer Tongue has crap written all over it.
Okay then. I mean,
Accurate.
well, I don't know. To me, this is an experimental movie that doesn't work. Ultimately, it falls to pieces around the hour and 10-minute mark, I would say, and you still got another like 20 minutes to go, sort of thing. But
Mhm.
before that, there's some ridiculous scenes to be laughed at, um, and the gore is kind of top notch. We haven't even talked about the
Is it
post. Is what?
is it top notch?
Well, for the budget, I would
I
say
barely remember any gore.
yes. Well, for the budget, I would say yes. I mean, this is a small budget. I mean, you had to pay for Robert Englund, Doug Bradley, and such a different from America to Spain, and do
Uh,
the whole sets in Spain sort of thing. So for the budget, I would say yes. But you
mm,
haven't even talked about the postman that the poodles kidnapped because
mhm,
the arsehole skinnier cohort for the bank robbery
mm.
stole his clothes and left him in the desert, so the poodles kidnapped him and
And
brought
wrapped
him,
him up like a mummy.
wrapped him up on me, and brought him back to the whorehouse, put him in a refrigerator because reasons, and
Hmm.
fed him what the fuck that was, some sort of liquid, and fattened him up a little bit. And Tongue gets so excited and because he's wearing a sombrero after he
Hmm.
comes out of a birthday present for reasons.
Hmm.
The Tongue gets excited, and so does Candy, as she kills him by giving him
Squeezing his head off.
yes, giving him a tongue lashing, and so yeah,
And then his head later is on Robert Englund's shoe.
yeah, because he trips over as he first kicks the door open and goes, "I hate fuchsia," and he falls over the head.
And then he kicks the head off into the air and shoots it. And
Yes,
it explodes.
yeah, yeah. Oh my god. I mean, it's like this is a fever dream that has to be watched at least once. I would say, maybe with a few drinks if you're like that. But it has to be seen to be believed because when I brought this up years ago, nobody believed I watched this movie about a talking killer tongue and drag queen poodles and Robert
Hmm.
Englund being a sadist and Doug Bradley being his lover. Nobody believed me. So,
Hmm.
yes, I
It
say
does sound like something that someone just made up on the spot.
yes, yes, it does. I say watch this, but beware, this is through and through a B, if not Z movie, even though it has A-list stars in it.
There's not
So,
a letter in the alphabet low enough to quantify this movie.
I don't know. Like I say, this is an experiment, and sometimes experiments work, sometimes they don't work. So, I mean, I will ask you, I'll ask William, is this the first European movie you've watched?
No.
Okay, okay. Because our, as we've watched Italian, Spanish, French, and
Mm,
Russian horror movies, and this is far and beyond the weirdest one I've seen to date. It
hmm.
also, it's one of the ones that makes no fucking sense because
Hmm.
what the fuck? I mean, yes, this movie's a what the fuck, but it's a stupid, fun what the fuck. So I say give it a chance, but just know it's a fucking awful movie. I'm not gonna I disagree with you, it's an awful movie, but this thing has to be seen at least once to be believed. So on that, would you watch this again, and would you recommend it?
No, 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 no. What he's telling you, don't listen. Don't don't subject yourself to this. You will not get that time back. Go outside, touch some grass, like sit in the sunshine. Like there's so many other things that, maybe there's some paint drying nearby. You could go sit and watch that. Like play with your kids, play with your cats, your dogs, go shopping, like go to work, like do anything. Not this. But
Rubbage.
that's
I say, I say, give this a chance. Watch it once and tell it to a friend. And
my God.
I'm going to spread the virus of this movie like a contagion. So yes, it's just getting spread far and wide. I say, give it a
Yeah,
try.
it would be exactly like The Ring, except I refuse to. I'm breaking the chain.
No, I say, give this thing a chance. Give it a watch. I mean, it's only what 90 minutes long, so it's not like it's a hardship.
Only it is a hardship, definitely.
Oh, nonsense! Don't listen to him. He's just being a fucking sourpuss. So,
I'll remind everyone, John hates everything.
which is goes to
Hates
show you.
everything. This is the hill he's choosing to die on.
No, I don't have it. The movies I like have a thing for them. Like for instance, Halloween is the first slasher, arguably one of the first slasher movies.
Mhm.
Donnie Darko is a mind-bending time travel movie. I love that movie. I've
A
seen it.
fantastic movie.
Yes, seen it multiple times. I love that movie. I mean, Elvira is your stereotypical iconic gay movie, and I
Mhm.
love that I've seen that movie about 1,000 times.
I'm
Um,
waiting for the connection to this movie because they don't even compare.
no, no. I mean, I'm.
Though you know what? I will say, Melinda Clark, she has a Cassandra Peters look about her.
Mhm,
Every time I've seen her, I think it's like I would call it almost like she's got the cat's eye kind
mhm,
of
mhm.
look to
Yeah,
her.
yeah. I sort of said to William when watching this, when she gets first possessed, I goes, instant goth just add an alien, and he didn't get it until the hair changed black from
Hmm.
blonde to black, and her nails grew, and they were black nails, of course, because and the suit grew around her, and
Mm.
yeah, 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 yeah. So anyway, moving on then. The next movie we're covering is the Camp-tastic Masters of the Universe, starring Dolph Lundgren and Courtney Cox. So, yeah, this is a fan request, by the way, because I had lunch last week with my friend Adam, and he requested this because he asked for it way back in January, and I forgot all about it. So
Mm.
he's forced my hand. So we're squeezing it into Pride. I mean, a muscle Mary in leather with a large sword. Why can't we squeeze it in during Pride?
Hmm.
um,
Sure.
And then we're wrapping up Pride Month with Alex's pick, which I believe you said a rope.
Yes, I finally landed on a movie, and I'm going with Alfred Hitchcock's Rope,
Okay then, that should be
one of
interesting.
my favorite movies.
Okay then, okay then, okay then. I mean, I've watched this one twice,
Mm.
so interesting, very interesting. Right then,
Hmm.
now let's wrap this up then. So you can follow us on Instagram at Midnight Movie Mania Pod. You can follow me at Instagram at Here's Johnny79, and you can follow Alex on Instagram at
Mr. Alexander Watches.
right then. Let me see. July we're doing shark movies. We're doing what was it again? Jaws 4, and we're doing my pick Sand Sharks because oh my god, you thought this movie was bad? Sand, I can't even say it. Sand Sharks is worse.
I will be the judge of that.
So have you picked your shark movie yet?
I have not. It took me 20 years to pick my Pride Month movie. So, I think By the time we speak again,
Mm,
I will have picked my Shark Month movie.
mm.
What is there a connection with July and sharks
I don't know.
that I don't know about?
4th of July. I mean, Jaws is all about 4th of July weekend, so
Um,
I just shoved it there.
that's true.
Because
Yeah.
again, Jaws 4 was a fan request, one of the first ones we got way back in January. So
Hmm.
I'm sticking it here because it feels appropriate. I mean, mm,
Yeah, the new Masters. Oh no, wait. You said Jaws.
yes,
4 was a fan pick.
yes, and
Masters of the Universe was also a fan pick,
also a
though,
fan pick.
yes?
Yes, yes, yes,
And that's the new thing is at the movies right now, which is
yes. The He-Man. Yeah, yeah.
not getting good reviews at
No,
all.
no, 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 no. Apparently, it's too long and too cartoony and too adult for a kid movie. So, hmm,
I mean, oh, kids' cartoons have always been kind of,
mm, mm, mhm.
you know, there's a lot of subtext
Yeah.
in
Although
older
I
cartoons.
will say, the kids today know who He-Man is. I mean,
But do they, but is He-Man a thing for kids
that's what I
right
asked.
now?
Did he even know who the
I
fuck he
just,
is?
the only way I feel, because I don't think, uh, correct me if I'm wrong, He-Man followers, uh, I don't know that there's like a current show on television. So I feel like the only way anyone would know about it is from like memes, really.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
And maybe like Robot Chicken.
oh god, yeah. I know in the 2020s Netflix tried to reboot it and it failed miserably. So, eh? And before
Hmm.
that, in the 2010s, there was another reboot and it was failed miserably because it was too adult. So, um,
So I guess it should just never be rebooted is
yeah,
really the moral of the story.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But Hollywood's out of ideas, so
Yes,
they'll try again in 10 years.
yeah. They're milking nostalgia from Gen X, which is us basically Gen X slash millennial. Yeah, well, what did it call us again?
They gotta stop.
What did
Zennial.
it? Zennial. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Zennial. Yeah, yeah,
They gotta stop. They gotta
yeah,
stop with it.
yeah.
The horror is having its renaissance. It's winning Oscars.
Mhm.
It's doing that Obsession movie, which I'm dying to see. I'm obsessed to go see it.
Oh,
The
jeez.
fact that it cost like next to nothing to make, it was an indie movie,
Mhm.
and it's already at like $250 million
Oof.
is wild.
Mhm. Mhm. Although
We need more horror.
I would be careful, um, because I watched Chris Stuckman's movie, Sherman Oaks, last month,
Mm.
and I read this thing's a interesting movie, a found footage movie that sort of spins it on its head, and it is one of the most boring shit movies I've ever seen. Overhyped pieces of garbage. I mean, and you can tell the twist a mile away. It's just
Sherman Oaks.
yeah, yeah. Is it Sherman? No, Shelby. Shelby. That's what it's called. Shelby Oaks. Sorry, Shelby Oaks. And you can tell the twist a mile away. It's like, what the fuck? Why was this praise to high heavens?
Hmm,
So yeah, I thought I'd be
that'll
careful.
stink.
And we watched the was it the monkey with the cymbal clashing thing.
Mm,
That was praised to high heavens, and that's garbage also. I mean, ugh.
I didn't see that.
And we watched Megan 2, and that is a complete what the fuck movie. I mean,
Do not speak ill of Megan 2. It's not Megan 2 has to be appreciated on its own. It is not a horror movie anymore. It is a action comedy.
mm, much like this movie, it should be accepted on its own merits. It's not a horror movie; it's a sci-fi comedy horror. So
No,
yes, it is.
I will not make that comparison. Megan and Megan 2 should not belong in the same universe as Killer
Mm,
Tongue.
Anyway, moving on swiftly then. So where was I now? August. We're doing awesomely awful August. Wait, I mean that was September, wasn't it? And what was I going to do for August? Not commit. I was going to do for August.
I don't know. You're just wishing away our summer.
Oh my god, I've got. I was going to do for August. I was going to do something for August. I can't remember. I know September was going to be super zero movies or superhero movies,
Mm.
and my pick was The Shadow, and I believe you wanted to cover Batman and Robin. So
Yes, I think that was my selection.
yeah, so that's September sorted. Believe me,
Nipples on the bat suit.
oh dear God, and I'm Batgirl, Poison Ivy, you're dead. Ugh, karate chop. It's like, oh for fuck's. I saw that fucking thing in the cinema.
Welcome to No Ice Age.
What's the wrong movie? Oh, no, it's not a wrong movie. Yeah, Ice to see you, the Iceman cometh. Oh, for fuck's sake! Do you know I saw that in the cinema, and that movie
Same.
wanted to make me the film critic that I want to be. I want to be a film just to destroy movies like this because oh my! I tell a
It's
lie.
fabulous.
The movie that made me want to be a film critic was Batman Forever. That movie is atrocious. I mean, with Jim
The
Carrey.
Riddler?
Yes.
Drew Barrymore?
Well, she's better in the movie, so. But Tommy Lee Jones as Two Face? No. Jim Carrey as the Riddler? No. I mean, Jesus Christ. And I don't care what they say. Oh my god, Chris O'Donnell was my gay awakening. Eh.
No.
But it's
No.
like. I mean, then of course, Batman and Robin comes out 2 years later. And I'm
Mhm.
going, what the fuck? A new Batman again?
Mhm.
And it's George Clooney, who I can't stand. And Chris O'Donnell's playing a jealous, possessive Robin. And what's her name? Oh, I've forgotten her name.
Alicia
Alicia
Silverstone.
Silverstone is playing an English teenager. She's about 25. So, oh my god. And Arnold Schwarzenegger is supposed to be playing Dr. Freeze, who's supposed to be 5'6", not fucking 6'2". Oh my
Mhm.
god. And of course you've got the piece of the resistance, the cherry on the shit pie. Fucking what's her face? Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy.
Queen. Camp. Slay. Mother.
No. No. Oh, and I forgot.
Yes.
I forgot. Bane. Monkey business. Bane. It's like, oh, fuck off. I mean, oh, sweet bejesus. It's just, oh my god. Anyway, so let's just wrap this up because I think we'll just blabbered on.
Yeah, I think this is the fourth time we've wrapped it up.
Yeah, yeah. So all I can say is thank you for listening. Now, don't forget to give us a like and share this around.
Is it a like or is it a lick?
Yes, moving on. Um,
Tongue pun. Tongue punch.
yes, well, I think somebody's been tongue twisted here and tongue tied. So, just get this thing out here, and I have no idea. Well, how to end this thing? Oh my god! Right.